welcome to my review of All New X-Men issue number 7. This issue, Cyclops is still, on his road trip, trying to get away from his troubles for a while. And this issue he meets up, the story sort of takes these nice twists and turns, and he eventually meets up with Mystique. And Mystique sort of introduces herself, but she kind of is manipulating him because he doesn't quite know who Mystique is and how she fits into this world. And she really manipulates the younger Cyclops, and the bulk of the issue, their interaction is really interesting, but at the same time, he has been manipulated. Though there's some good moments between the two. We get to see at the school, Kitty is training the young X-Men, the original X-Men, but there's only Beast, Iceman and Jean Grey there. They don't know where Angel's gone, because of course he went off with the other Angel, and Cyclops is on the run. Wolverine eventually catches up with Cyclops. There's some funny moments in great exchange between Iceman and Kitty Pryde, and it's more. This felt more. While it was good and I enjoyed it, it felt more like a setup issue for future issues, and Cyclops has this like invitation from his wedding that he takes back for Jean. And so when Wolverine catches up with him and takes him back to the mansion, he hands that to Jean. I'm enjoying this book, and this issue was good. There's nothing I can kind of point to in this issue that is bad. The art, once again, is just superb. David Martinez does a great job again with the art. And yeah, I really enjoyed all of that. Thought that was really good. But like I say, the story is very much the art, like I say, is really good. And while there's some good interaction between the characters, and I enjoyed the issue, and there's nothing I can point to that is bad, it does feel very much like we're standing still, that the story isn't moving forwards. And my only gripe with the book is when they decided at the end of the first arc that, yeah, the young X-Men were going to stay in the future and try and put Xavier's dream into reality and then go back. Well, how long are they going to do that for? Because surely they don't want to stay here months and years and age and then go back to the past where they're like 5 years older. Surely they don't want to do that. Surely they only want to be here. So wouldn't they try to formulate a plan? How are we going to bring this about? How are we going to make Xavier's dream a reality? Instead, they're with Kitty Pryde, who's training them. Which, okay, yeah, they're the young team. They're not who they become yet, so they still need a bit of training. But it just seems, would they have time to sit around the mansion and chill and, train, when really they should be formulating, getting together, getting the team together, and getting a plan of what we're going to do, how are we going to, what do we need to do to make Xavier's plan a reality. For me, the series just seems to have lost a bit of that momentum, a bit of that steam with the last couple of issues. I loved issues, and while both issues themselves haven't been bad, it just seems we haven't got that forward momentum. Of course, we could get that all back in the next issue when you get the last page. What's coming up the next issue there? The X-Men meet the Avengers next issue. So that is going to be an interesting one, and that might start pushing the story forward again and getting us that forward momentum. But like I said, there's not really anything I can say bad about the book. Just that it seems to be losing momentum, and I hope it gets that back. But as for this issue, it was another enjoyable issue. Bendis really does a great job when he has those moments between characters and them dialogue kind of scenes, where I think Bendis' biggest strengths are at. and for that, you know, there's a lot. Cyclops is trying to find his role in this world with the X-Men, because everywhere he goes, people look at him for who he will become and not for who he is. And so in that respect, it's an interesting issue, and it was enjoyable. I just worry that we're losing a bit of momentum with the series, but that's more with this a problem with the series rather than with this issue. With this issue as a standalone issue, it was a good issue, enjoyable issue, and I give it 5 stars.